Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to film a get ready with me / makeup tutorial for a look I just recently did the other day. I absolutely loved it and I was like, I want to share it with you guys. It was this very pretty warm brown kind of wearable smoky eye. I did a look kind of similar recently that was really geared towards fall, and while you can wear this look for the fall season, it's more wearable for the people who don't want red and orange on their eyes. Now again, it is warmer. I would still say it's more neutral than the last look that I did, and it's more wearable. So if you guys do enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to see more content from me, and let's just get into the video. Okay, I'm of course going to start with my brows. I'm going to use the Got2b spiking gel or spiking glue. I always use this. I just back comb first. This is the only thing that actually laminates my brows down. Also, I do want to say my skin is going through a moment. I popped these two around my mouth and they hurt so bad. I popped this one yesterday and it's so far healing fine, then popped this one this morning. So, and then I'm going to sit here with one brow like this as if I'm the Grinch for just a little bit, and I'm going to let it dry just a little bit before I go and lay it down. That way it sticks easier when I do go to lay it down. I love Cherry Coke Zero. Okay, now I am just laying those down. This is with a disposable spoolie from Amazon. I don't ever show my brows, but I'm going to show them a little bit. Also, as I'm checking now, I have gained just about 100 subscribers in the past, 2 weeks since I started getting pretty active on here, maybe 3 weeks, and I am so happy about that. So if you've recently subscribed, thank you. If you subscribed this video, thank you. If you subscribe ever, thank you. It literally means the world. And my literal favorite thing is getting a comment notification because I love chatting with you guys in the comment section. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my NYX brow pen and pretty much fill in my brows with this. This is in the shade Ash Brown. Okay, the brows are done and the eyelids are prepped. I could not film that or else it wouldn't have ended up like this. I think they look pretty good, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the skin prep before we move into the eyes. That way we can soak in. You guys already knew if you've been watching my most recent videos that I was gonna pull this out. This is the Bioma Hydrating Milky Toner. I've really been loving this as a base for makeup and skincare. I've said it a million times. It is so amazing. It does exactly what it says. It's just super hydrating, adds a nice barrier to the skin. And then I'm going to go in with my Embryolisse moisturizer. This is the sensitive one. Again, I've also said this multiple times. This one has no scent, but it's such a good moisturizer. And honestly, I use this just as a primer for makeup. I don't really use it as skincare. I let it do its skincaring while I'm prepping the makeup, but I really just wear it as a makeup base. Not really when I go to bed at night. I'm gonna go in with a little brush and my NARS Pot Concealer, and I'm gonna go ahead and just cover up these spots here and let that sit before I go in with my foundation. The pimple is literally right on the lip line. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit, and we are gonna go ahead and get started on the eyes. I'm gonna go in with the MAC Give Me Sun Bronzer. I really like to use bronzer on my eyes and my crease as my first color, just to kind of tie the whole face and the eyes together. I would definitely say a warmer one, but use whichever bronzer you're gonna use on your face. Just fluff that into the crease. I'm gonna kind of fluff it onto the eyelid as well. And I'm gonna go in with my MAC palette that I've built myself. I've gained a couple of shadows since my last video using this, and those are some of the shadows we're gonna use today. So you can buy these shadows single at MAC, at any MAC counter, MAC store. I'm gonna go into the shade Samoa Silk right here. I'm going to use a flat fluffy brush, and I'm gonna start working that onto the eyelid and blending that up into the crease. It's just a nice shade to use on the eyelid without being like a bone color. I really love MAC shadows. Let me know what your favorite MAC shadows are that I should put in my little palette. Eventually I'll get the insert. But as you can see, it adds a little something, so when I cancel out the skin when I do the whole base, it'll be even more dramatic. You don't want the color of your skin, so just even like a step up once I have the whole base on, it will make the world of a difference. This look is actually extremely easy. You're gonna see that as we go. I'm just still building up this Samoa Silk shade. Now with a much smaller brush, I'm going in with this shade out here, which is Saddle, and I'm gonna start smudging that onto the upper lash line. It pretty close to the lash line at first for most of that color to come off the brush, and then we're going to start blending it upwards. And I'm just building it up a little bit. I am also going to go in with the shade here, which is Embark, with just a flat detail brush and just stamp that on the lash line. Do you see the definition that it gives the eye? This eye has it, this eye does not. And I'm smudging it ever so slightly, but not moving it up too high. Okay, I'm zooming you back out. We're gonna go in with foundation. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Foundation. If you did not know, this is still available. You can still buy this. I have mine in the shade C3. This foundation is so stunning. I just put about 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and I just pick some up with the brush, work it in, and then I start on the center of the face and just feather it onto the skin. It's just so pretty. I tap over those like pimple areas to try and not lift up much of that concealer, and I just do a very thin layer. Less is usually more. And I just love this brush for foundation. I've been reaching for it a lot. This foundation is slowly becoming a little too dark for me. I'm about to go on a cruise and hopefully get darkened up a little more. Repeating the steps on the other side. Usually people say not to do this, but I am doing slight like dragging motions, and then I'm going over it and pushing it into the skin. Light layers are your best bet for a seamless makeup application. We're gonna build up the coverage more with concealer. You guys, my nails are back on. I am loving the fall vibes. Now for cream bronzer, I'm gonna go in with this Essence Baby Got Bronze in the shade Cinnamon Spice. These are really nice, especially for the price. All of that just rhymed, and I was realizing that it was rhyming as I was saying it. These remind me a lot of the Nude Sticks bronzers, the Bondi Bay one, which after my last video, my dog got a hold of and ate, or chewed up past the point of recognition. I am just using that e.l.f. brush again and picking it up on the brush first to continue working in those light layers. But yeah, she decided that that was going to be a little snack for herself. And that is literally one of my favorite cream bronzers, so love that. Alright, we're going to get the forehead pretty nice and bronze. Just look how good that is. For what, under $5? I do wish they expanded their shade range. Essence is so affordable. It would be such a good move, business move, to expand their shade range in every way imaginable with all of their face products, because they have so many good products. And share the love, Essence. I'm blending what's left on the brush down my neck, and then I'm going in with the little side, and I'm gonna do my nose with that. Now I'm gonna go in with these two e.l.f. liquid blushes. These are the camo blushes in the shades Dusty Rose and Coral Crush. I'm just first going to take a dot of Coral Crush and place that towards the back, pretty bright, and a dot of Dusty Rose. And I'm going to take this brush and just mix. These are so beautifully pigmented. I am a blush girl for life, always will be. So interesting, because in high school, I never wore blush, ever. Look how pretty that is. Alright, repeating the steps. 1 dot of Coral Crush and 1 dot of Dusty Rose. You can, if you don't want to mix on your cheek, you can definitely mix on the back of your hand if you're not too comfortable to mix on the cheek. Okay, and for concealer, I'm going to go in with the Hourglass. Mine is in the shade Cream. Creme Cream. Less is definitely more with this concealer. And you don't have to do this, but I'm going to use the Lancome Tint Idole on the rest of the face. I'm going to try this out. I honestly don't usually switch up the concealer that I use on my face and on my under eye, but I did see somebody do it on TikTok, and I do tend to really love the Lancome on my face. I like it on my under eye too, but I want the brightness from the Hourglass. But sometimes it's a little too bright for the center of my face. The Hourglass one is. For this step, I'm going to use the Sephora 71 brush and just blend out the under eye. Just look how bright the Hourglass makes my under eye. And it's so full coverage. And I'm not going to be highlighting this area around my mouth because of those pimples. We don't want to highlight that. Let's make sure all harsh lines are blended, if any. Okay, before I set, I'm going to tap out any creasing I might have on my under eye. And I'm going to go in with Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom. This powder will always be so good. So smoothing. I'm going to make sure that this little friend here gets set down. Look at all of this set right in here. Incredible. I'm just repeating the steps on the other side. And I am just using this to set my entire face today. Okay, remember the bronzer that we used from earlier on the eyes? We are going back in with that. And we're going to use that on the face, and everything's just going to be so cohesive. I have freshly cleaned brushes, and it is the best feeling ever. The way that I literally love bronzer so much. Alright, I think today I am going to sculpt out my cheeks. For blush, I'm going in with Makeup Forever Anywhere Peach. This blush formula, oh, I love it. They have like a hot pink that I may have to get. I know for a fact the VIB sale is on the way and I will be getting some stuff. This look definitely calls for a champagne highlight, so I'm going in with Rare Beauty Exhilarate. These are so intense, so be careful. I just love that, and you can't see it from the front. The skin is skinning. Highlighting the Cupid's bow, but completely trying to avoid the pimples. Okay, the skin is looking very good, but I'm gonna go in with a very light misting of the MAC Fix Plus. Very little. Just to further the good looking skin. Okay, now we're gonna do some smokiness on the bottom lash line. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Saddle, which is that warm brown color, and I'm gonna run that on the bottom. I'm also just gonna get a little bit of Embark and stamp that right up on the lower lash line. I accidentally kind of like winged it out ever so slightly, but I kind of like it. I'm just going in with a little bit more of Samoa Silk, reinforcing it a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tightline with Urban Decay Whiskey. And then something that I love to do is do my waterline a nude. This is Essence Silky Nude for a smoky eye, because it still keeps the eye bright, but then still keeps the smokiness. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna curl my lashes, and then we're gonna go in with MAC Mac Stack. Literally my favorite mascara. One that's been giving me kind of like the same effect for a little bit cheaper is the Morphe Big Mood Mascara. Look at that. Look at my lashes. If only they would stay exactly like that, but they won't. Okay, I just put some lashes on. Let's finish this off with a lip. I am loving this look. I'm going in with ColourPop BFF3. It is a pretty dark brown. And then I'm going in with Makeup by Mario Midtown. Now I'm going in with ABH Guava Lip Gloss. And that is the completed look. I am loving this. I feel like this is giving so Kim Kardashian in a way. It is stunning. Literally the eyes with the lip. You can see it's like ever so slightly smoky, so it's so wearable. You can wear this literally anywhere. I love to wear this kind of look running errands because it just like elevates my look so much. I would do a little bit of a simpler lip if I was actually going out. If I was running errands, I would do a much simpler lip. But I love it for this moment. I love, 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 love this look. So if you guys love this as much as me, make sure you guys go ahead and give the video a thumbs up and comment down below to let me know your thoughts. It's just so moody. It's so good. I'm obsessed with this. This is gonna become my new everyday look. This full glam. But that is it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.